If you were, I think we said, if you were North Korea, you would not denuclearize. Then, pending, maybe there was a disaster, but can we trust Kim when he comes to the table? And he says he wants to meet with Trump and China and in Singapore and talk things out.
I think it's going to depend on what we give them.
And what do you think we're going to give them?
Food. I don't know the exact ins and outs of their economy, but I do understand like a large portion of their nation is starving. And they just, they are in an isolated situation, like that can't possibly be good on, so many different fronts.
Bobby, what do you think? Can we trust Kim?
I think the fact that he just wants to talk in general, go to the table, is a good sign. I do think it's a good sign. Yeah. Whether we trust him or not, it's a good sign. Like, he's showing that he wants to talk, come to the table, So yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to trust him.
I think it would eventually have to end in them normalizing relations, and it's just a question of each time they do this game of antagonizing and then coming to the table, at what point does the international community, especially including the United States, offer them enough whatever to really bring them to a point of normalization, like amongst the international community.
Okay. So what does normalization mean?
Open trade, basically.
Open trade. So you mean they can leave North Korea, they can go along the border, they can get stuff in, they can listen to the,
shit like that.
To the
yes.
Bieber?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. How much of a shock is that going to be when they find out that Kim is not a god? When they find out that they've been lied to for 50, 60, 70 years.
Then they hate government and all become libertarians.
The pendulum swinging back as far as it can go.
So
I wouldn't be.
That could be the worst thing that could ever happen.
They do have defectors and whatnot. I picture the Soviet Union did collapse, and you have this weird situation where it's older people who lived through the Soviet Union. They hate it. They know what it was, and they weren't stupid about it. They knew they were in a shit situation where they couldn't speak up.
Go to North Philadelphia. All the Russian communities, they're all small business owners. They're all entrepreneurs. Because they know what a shit show the fucking Soviet bloc was.
I still think, but all right. I look at the statistic in Russia right now. You have the demographics who support Putin authoritarianism. It's the old people and the young people. The young kids never saw...
The young kids, so yeah, the young kids like it.
The young kids like it, yeah. So this is my example here.
Of course, easier to sell things to young kids.
Well, it's not just that. It's that the people who came here escaped.
Yeah, part of it's never having seen whatever. Yeah.
They never saw it. And the old people did see it, but they saw the benefits of it too, the authoritarianism. They didn't know anything else but. It was kind of like the Gen Xers who are anti-Putin. So just going off that example, I don't think it's going to be an instant change like that for North Korea. I don't see it happen. I would love to see it become an ANCAP state, but it's...
Hey, listen, I didn't even say ANCAP. I just said libertarian. Hey,
dude, they're not.
If they all become just party line libertarians, I'll be good with that.
The amount of history and stuff you have to like your average libertarian has read and understands. There is something about cumulative education throughout a culture that I think they're just gonna be happy to be able to listen to rock music, forget understanding the Enlightenment or
they don't have to understand
principles
it.
And stuff like that.
But they'll just see free market capitalism come in. But anyway, there's an underground black market that's been keeping them all fed anyway. Did you see that article? There's an underground black market in North Korea that sells the people sell food people on the black market. So no matter what, the free market will always come up. It always springs up. People will always naturally trade with each other.
But does that mean there's going to be a Kim at the top? Is Kim still going to be in charge at the end of this?
Well, we just have to see how the people react to it. We don't know.